We are a major drug manufacturing company in Omsk. Production of drugs is a branch of pharmaceutical business, associated with technological processing of medicinal and chemical raw materials to produce finished dosage forms, tablets, capsules, ointments, suppositories, drags, bricks, tinctures, decoctions, syrups, pellets, powders, drops and mixtures. Our company has been working in the drug manufacturing market for more than 10 years. We analyze new technologies and techniques in the field of pharmaceutics. I have been working at the company as a chief engineer for more than 7 years. I know all productions at the plant well. According to the forecast of pharmaceutical equipment market development in Russia, political and legal factors, economic factors and technological factors are the determining factors influencing the development of pharmaceutical equipment market. The pharmaceutical industry, in the conditions of Russia's accession to the WTO, must ensure the quality of products not only according to Russian standards, but also according to international and European requirements. To implement this parameter, it is necessary to provide the enterprise with modern equipment according to GMP standards. We plan to increase the production capacity of the biopreparation in penicillin bottles. Penicillin bottles are glass bottles in which powders, granules and liquids are dispensed. To increase production, it was necessary to purchase a modern machine for washing and sterilizing vials that would wash at least 2,000 penicillin vials per hour. I was tasked with finding automatic equipment for washing penicillin vials in the packing and shipping area. I was faced with the choice of buying pharmaceutical equipment domestic or Chinese companies, or search for intermediaries to buy imported equipment. I have many acquaintances in the field of production. So, the first thing I did was to seek their advice in finding automatic equipment for washing and sterilization of penicillin vials. I understood that the sphere of production of my colleagues is different from the sphere of our enterprise, but they could recommend me good manufacturers of equipment, whom I could turn to for help in choosing of an automatic machine. My colleagues recommended 2 manufacturers in Germany. I found their details on the internet and sent them an email asking them to match my requirements. I received a reply from one company after 2 days, saying that they have a machine for washing and sterilization of penicillin vials with the given technical parameters, but it is only suitable for plastic vials. Another company refused to work with us because they do not work with CIS countries. On the same advice of colleagues, I did not contact Chinese manufacturers directly. My acquaintances told me that equipment manufacturers from China often deliver incomplete equipment, citing inaccurate information on the required parameters of the machine. I could not take the risk, so I decided to choose a Russian-speaking intermediary to find automatic equipment for washing and sterilizing penicillin vials. I needed a professional who had been working for a long time in the field of supplying pharmaceutical equipment and had positive customer feedback. I began my search for a specialist on the internet. I chose 3 of the most presentable companies. As a criterion, I looked at the time the company has been on the equipment supply market, the company's website, the terms of delivery of the machine. I called to all the companies by phone in order to be sure of the manager's professionalism. The specialist of one company said to wait for 5 minutes, but never listened to me. I didn't like this attitude to the customer. The manager of another company talked to me politely, asked questions about the necessary performance equipment, terms of production. After 5 days, I received 11 options for washing and sterilizing penicillin vials, and an offer to make a choice on their own. I realized that they did not have a professional approach and would not help me in the solution of finding equipment for washing and sterilizing penicillin vials. The last, 3rd intermediary option turned out to be a good one for me. The male manager spoke to me like a professional. He asked specific questions about the performance, the material of the vials used. He chose automatic equipment for washing and sterilization of penicillin vials at the stage of consulting, and I was able to quickly coordinate with the plant's management. The machine was acceptable in terms of features and price. We concluded a contract for the supply of equipment within a week. The manager reported the degree of readiness of the machine 2 weeks in advance. The machine was delivered within the scheduled time. After installation and adjustment of equipment, we could estimate its quality. Working area of the machine was covered with plastic shields to eliminate external influences on the washing process. The project is sure to be successful if that advice was received from a professional.